One. Hi, and welcome to Art and Soul Insider with Barbara Lynn Burns. I'm Barbara, an art teacher with over 25 years of experience and a wellness practitioner, and I am passionate about combining creativity with mindfulness. If you're looking for a creative outlet to reduce stress and reclaim your joy, you're in the right place. Every week, I bring you something new to inspire and nurture your creativity. Some weeks we'll explore a guided or visual meditation to help you relax, and then we'll end it with a one-card oracle reading for inspiration. Other weeks I'll share a featured art supply or introduce you to a featured book to spark your curiosity. We'll also dive into the elements and principles of design, breaking them down in easy to understand ways that will elevate your art practice. And of course, I'll guide you step by step through fun and creative art projects that anyone can do, no matter your experience level. So grab your supplies, take a deep breath, and let's create together, because here it's all about art heals and more art, less stress. I can't wait to help you carve out dedicated time and space for yourself to express your creativity and reconnect with what brings you joy. Here we are for my own word that's going to be for 2025. I have chosen for it to be smaller. I want this to be on my mirror. So every morning I, get ready, and when I put on my makeup and stuff like that, I have a mirror that I put my makeup onto. Not my makeup onto, but onto me, but it's there. Anyways, this is a good size. It is 7 inches, okay, by basically 5 inches. It is by Hong, if I'm pronouncing it properly, and I got this from Temu. It's 300 grams per meter squared. I forget what that is, but it is a good it's a good weight of paper. It's not not flimsy, and it holds it really well. And what I like too is this is a pad, so it's actually sealed all the way around, okay? And then I just take my ruler and I lift it from there. So I can paint basically the whole area. So no taping is needed. Also, the supplies I brought now a fancy palette. Usually I have this palette, but I have this one. I have my brushes. I also love the color gold, and I know on the color list I have gold in it, and I'll explain why my reasoning is for the colors I'm choosing. But you know what? I'm going to backtrack. I'm going to share with you my words. So my words that I came up to was the final 5 as such was create. Now that, you might think, okay, Barb, that makes sense. You have a YouTube, you're an artist, you're an art teacher, but create is also having to do with my business side, and the fact that, I'm trying to promote my YouTube channel, trying to promote my classes, those type of things, right? Another word was inspiration. It came from the word inspire, naturally, but I liked inspiration a bit better. Another one, I liked kind of the play on words that it had, and it was present. So concerning relationships with people and everything like that, I could be present with them. Also being present in my meditation practice or Reiki practice, that type of thing. But it also could be a present to give something to someone, right? Or to present, like basically kind of showing them, okay, here's what I've got. So I like kind of the play on words with that one. And then, well, I didn't actually have 5. I just had 4. And the other one was connection. So connecting, with people, connecting with my body, connecting with my soul, connecting through my artwork and through my work of, working part-time in the hospital, but also a connection with people that are liking my art and my classes. So the word I chose, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, drum roll, was connection. So that is the word I chose. So I wanted, as I said, smaller, so I could see it. So the supplies I have, now we're going to go back to supplies. I might be using, I don't know, I'll have to see. I might be using this for my lettering to put my word in there. Might. Okay? There's another option, and that's where the gold comes in. The sense of golden connection, of a very precious connection type of thing. So I could do gold. So I could use this, a gel pen, or I could use this with a stylus and a nib, okay? So I'm kind of set on this, but I have to see if my idea will actually work. So, okay, so there's that. And I'm going to be using these, which is the Kurtaki, oh my gosh, Ganze Tambe watercolor set. So the colors I'm going to be using, and based on the Color Shows Emotion handout that I gave to you, that you got through the mail. And if you didn't get that, you can still get it. And it's in the description of the video, but it's also in the descriptions of basically my channel. So you'll be able to find it there as well. Okay, it's a free resource, free with the other handout about going on your word journey of 2025. Okay, so here it is. I wrote notes and I looked up, I actually typed on Google, what color that shows an emotion, what color would connection be? And it came back to me with the color green. So it said gentle, invigorating, and relaxing. Green also represents connection. Connection to ourselves, to the quiet moments in our lives, to nature itself. But I'm also thinking connection to people and that type of thing. And I wanted, because the word is connection, I wanted 2 colors to kind of come together to create one color. You see what I mean? Like connection, right? So my thought is that green is going to be in the middle. Okay? And on either side, what makes green? Well, you have yellow and blue. So yellow is naturally joyful, optimistic, excited, creative, playful, okay? Sunny, cheery, that type of thing. And blue, I'm going on the other side in the fact that it's a sense of peacefulness. It's secure. They even wrote intimate, which I kind of think that's maybe could be a red color, and they said trusting, right? True blue, right? I'm true blue, loyalty, that type of thing. So those are the colors I'm going to use. So I am using Color Shows Emotion to actually show my visual. I'm wanting them to kind of come here in and then kind of an explosion of color. That's what I'm thinking. I might do something completely different once I get playing. But we'll see. Okay, so those are all my supplies. I also have my towel to kind of take the moisture off my brush. You can use a paper towel. I also use paper towels every now and again too. Actually, you know what? Speaking of that, I'm going to get one. So, and I also have a water. I have water because I'm using watercolors. You can use whatever materials you want. That's the thing. This is your word. You do you. I also have, what I was trying to say, is a blow dryer. I was thinking, what dries water? Blow dryer. Okay, so we got that. And I do not need to, with these being semi-moist, I don't need to use my water that's in a old eyeglass cleaner. So I just take my brush and can go in like that. So what am I wanting to do? Oh, I got sparkles on here. Look at that. How did I get sparkles? Somehow I did. I must have had some sparkly things here before. Anyways. Yeah, I think I'm going to go lines coming into this area. Kind of one color and color. I'm maybe thinking of getting a thinner brush. No, that's not a good one. Okay, so this is a number 2 round Princeton art brush. Okay, this one is Gum Racker Academy Multimedia round. Okay, so, and this is my very old watercolor brush, Gold Sable Series 700. Oh, it's coming. I got to get some glue on that one. Okay, so remember, I'm getting yellow and blue and inside to create green. I'm almost thinking to do my inside, and it's going to be a wet on wet. And here, this will be dry on these sides. So in the inside, it's going to be all kind of a mixture of colors. So with that, I'm going to take a brush. This is a bigger one. This is a Hakey. I'm going to add some water. And I'm going to put it right kind of in the center. Not really, you know, just kind of here and there. I'm going to add a fair amount of water, but yet I don't want to add too much, because what will happen is the colors will be diluted, and I don't want to dilute them that much. I want them to be strong, powerful colors. Okay. I might just even just place the colors in here. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of doing. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow. So I'm going to do yellow on this side. I'm going to do blue on this side. I've got my palette upside down, so I'm looking at it and I'm going, that's strange. Now things are making sense. I'm going to do this blue. Come in here. Oops. Come on, blue. Oops, need more water. There we go. Okay, let's bring that green in. Oh, that's a nice green. I have various greens with this. Oh, that looks very similar to the other green I just took. Interesting. Oh, that's pretty thick. Let's just kind of go like that. And is that a blue or a green? Let's check. Sometimes they're so dark it's hard to see. This is actually a forest green. See, it looks almost black. So I'm going to deepen it up a bit. There we go. Okay, I want to dry my brush off a bit. Oh, that's a really bright color. It's very unusual watercolor. Looks like it has some white in it. I like this, how it's kind of spreading like that. I like that a lot. The blue is kind of, looks like a, it's kind of not melding as what I want. So I'm just going to put some blue in here to kind of get it changing somewhat. There you go. That works a bit better. I've got a little bit of space there. I want to use colors that I like, right? I like these kind of little edges that are happening here because I just kind of put the paint in, right? I mean the water. There's a little bit of buckling with my paper, so it's kind of collecting here. I can just take a bit off, just a touch, right? So touching the paper towel to it to lift some excess. There we go. I kind of like that. It's a little off-centered, but you know, that's the thing about kind of going for it. You just sometimes it goes kind of funny. So I'm going to start. I'm gonna you know what, I'm thinking I'm thinking 5 steps ahead of myself. I should have maybe used the word present. There's a little bubble here of water, so I'm just going to put a little bit of green in there. There we go. And I'm going to put a little green, maybe a different color of some green up here as a bubble of water. There we go. Kind of balance, right? So, yeah. Now, the thing is, if I want to do that, connecting it, because this is wet, this is going to go completely into my yellow. So, this blue area is a little light, drier as such, so I might not have as much water going in that direction. So, right here for my yellow, all I have is a little edge showing. So maybe I'm going to start with my blue side. I like how I'm seeing this pulling. I'm afraid to move it. Yeah, I'm not going to move it. Sorry, guys. I'll bring it closer to you. But you see, there's different colors happening right in here. I've got some darker colors coming like this, some lighter colors coming in. It's really cool. And then this, I like this, how this is kind of very veiny and coming out like that. Okay, so let's do the blue here. Okay, so this is a blue. So a little bit more. I want a little more intense color. I'm literally going to go to my next blue. Okay, I'm gonna dry off my brush a bit there. Okay. I don't have to do straight lines. Connections about people coming and things coming from different sides, different ways, right? Because this is wet already with my paint on it, it really makes it easy just to even do a light tap and it fills with the paint. Okay, next blue. I only have 2 yellows on my on this set, so I like how it's a little wet. That when I put my brush in here, it actually goes into it. So it's much better to do this while it's wet rather than it drying, right? So then the color comes into it. It's moved already. Yeah, so interesting. So even that spot that I liked, it's changed already. Just because of the way things are drying, right? It's going where there's maybe more moisture. This looks very similar to the other one. This one has a little bit more red in it because I'm seeing a little bit more purple in it compared to this one on top. I like the variation of the green that's coming, and some of the blues have melded in, and the yellows like have kind of come in. I like that. Yeah, I like this. So I'm going to, I'm kind of scared too, but I want to work on my yellow, so I'm going to dry this. Low setting. I lost some of my yellow now. See, there's no more. There was a yellow rim there. So let's see if I can bring it out again. Not bring it out, but you know what I mean. Encourage more yellow to show there. Clean my brush because I've got some green in it. Go back again. There's some yellow. See what's happening? I want that yellow to show because I want that connection to be there, right? I can't put it up in the dry area because it won't work. We're going to get a hard edge there. I'm okay with that. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm going to take my brush. I'm going to lighten it and lift it a bit. There. So there's not necessarily an edge. There's an edge there now. There. Okay. We'll see how that works. I like that the yellow's there again. Okay, so now I'm going to take the 3 yellows that I have and do my lines. So I want my lines, make sure I'm still in camera, to come again kind of in there. And if some color comes in, whoopsie, that's a lot. I'm using it not very much like a watercolor here on the sides because I'm wanting the paint to be the paint, right? I want it to be a solid color. Still wet, so it's still being able to do that nice little variation. This one has a little bit more orange in it, like the middle one. I mean, it's hard for you to see, I think, right now. I'm going to bring this color here, and I'm going to do a dot. Let's see, that's there. I'm going to do it quite close. Kind of this similar. Yeah, no, my intuition says here. So I'm going here. I might add more to it. We'll see. And then I want this yellow. This yellow is a cool yellow. So it seems very bright. No, we're going to get a hard edge there too. Okay. I love that soft edge there. See what a soft edge means? This is a hard edge. You can see the edge here. See how this kind of blends off? That is called a soft edge. So it's when the wet paint and the wet paper just kind of meld together, right? It's basically, this is wet, that was dry. So, yeah. I'm liking the colors that are showing right now. I'm pleased. One thing that I'm always disappointed with watercolors is I'm so disappointed sometimes that when the colors dry, they aren't as vibrant. I like it a lot when they're wet because it just seems just more vivid and just stronger in that. So I've got a green and green. Let's go for blues. I've got lots of blues. I only have 4 here, so maybe we'll just do 5 there. Not all the same. We don't want them the same. So now, I'm pretty pleased. If I wanted to, I could add a layer of the green on top, okay? And that would be called glazing. And so, it could intensify the colors that much more. But I'm okay. I like how it's bleeding here. This is kind of nice. And even though with a hard edge there, that's okay. It still works. It still works. Spilling this out. Yeah, and it's wanting to stop right there. You see where the line was? Yeah, we're just going to just kind of continue. Bring it down. I want another color in here. It's too much the same. You see? Everything else has kind of a mixture. You can see and this is just kind of a blob of that color. So let's go get something deeper. Let's do this forest green. I'm just going to kind of go in like that. Taking my brush and I'm drying my brush, and then I can take some of the moisture out of this, you see? And so it's not as wet as it was. So your brush can be acting as a mop. You can lift color up and out. Oh, I think I need a splotch here. Oh, I'm going to splatter. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. I like that. Okay, let's put something up here, something down there. It's really hard to tell with some of these. I'm still getting used to this palette, so. So let's splotch some color. Now, do I want yellow in there? Do I want all colors? Yeah, I think so. Okay. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this yellow, which you can't see. It's a little dirty. I put some red in it, I guess, and this is cadmium yellow. Okay. I really should have something. It gets so messy on the back here. See how messy it gets? I just splatter away. And this will no way contain the splatter. It'll go further. But I'm going to be able to save it a bit. So I'm going to bring some yellow over there. Okay, so let's go and get some blue. I really liked... Which blue did I like? I like this one. Yeah, I like this one. This one is cerulean blue. It's a little liquidy, so I'm going to get some more paint in there. blue over there too. Oh, look at it. It's mixing with some of those. That's okay. It's all about connection. And now I'm going to go for green. Which green do I like? I think I like this one. This green is Hooker's Green. Now, I'm kind of thinking, do I like what I did? I'm kind of humming and hawing. Let's get the blow dryer and dry. There's a big glob of paint there. I put it on, I think, too thick. So it's kind of still shiny, and so it might actually stick if I put my hand on top of it. So I'm going to go straight on top and bring it out. Oh, no, nothing. Must have dried. Okay, that's good. Now I want my letters to flow because it's going to be a sense of, well, connection, right? They should be connected to each other, not individually like this. I wrote this out to figure out my spacing, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Always double count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I have 5 on one side and 5 on the other. So this is not in the center. Okay, so that's about the middle, I'd say. C T I O N. Okay, we have, I can't see very well. We'll do an E, an N, N, O, and I'm going to do it with a small c. Can you see it? A little bit, right? Yeah. You see how it's just like all these, I love these blends. Like, you know, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Like just, and this hard edge does work still. There's a hard edge there too. Really, really nice. Yeah. Okay. So let's see if this works. So I'm going to close this up, close my paints up right now. Now, what color? No, I don't think so. Need something stronger. I think something kind of to work with that yellow. I mean, you don't want it to be matchy-matchy. I don't have nails. Or I cut my nails off. Oh, that's nice. See how that works with the colors? That's really quite nice. Yeah, I like that one. Okay. This one I think is too bronzy. Yeah. And this one is softer. No, I think I like the one I chose. Okay. So it's this one. This is actually called a yellow gold. Lo and behold, right? So what I'm going to do with this, clean water, okay? Because we don't, and I'm going to really add a lot of water to this because I want this juicy to pick up the paint, right? Okay, so let's see if we can do this. I'm not sure. Well, there's some. It's not really working that great. Nope. So I'm going to take this. It might not be the right gold. What I'm going to try is maybe doing this And then hopefully I have enough gold. And then maybe trying to put this on top. Okay, so I just want to make sure that that is okay. There we go, lift it a little bit off there. This gold will lose itself in the yellow because it is, well, the similar value, right? This gold that I have here looks very bronzy compared to the other gold that I have. So I'm going over a second time to thicken my letters here. Okay. And not necessarily thicken, but to show them up more. I'm just going to carry that off a bit more. Let's give that. And I am going to put a heart. I see hearts a lot. Since my mom had Alzheimer's, she wasn't able to communicate very well after a while. And so all of a sudden, due to her having Alzheimer's, not due to her having Alzheimer's, but then with her not being able to communicate, all of a sudden I started seeing these hearts. And I really do believe they were from my mom. You know, whether that's scientifically proven or not, I don't know. Oh, there we go. But I did. And so hearts, actually, people that know me very well will send hearts that they see in things, because I see hearts in things. Like it could be a splotch on the concrete, right? And I will see it and take a picture of it and use the hashtag iseehearts. And then people will do that for me as well. Those that know me well. And on my Facebook page, they'll say, I saw this and thought of you. So it's very sweet. There you go. It's that sparkle. The reason why the sparkle's important, and the reason why, you know, this gold gel pen's good, but I wanted the sparkle. And the reason why I wanted the sparkle is it acts as a contrast between the matte of the colors. The colors are very matte. And matte means kind of flat, right? They're not really have any Shazam to them, right? So I was wanting a little more bling. So this bling does it. Yeah, it just shows up so much better. And what's happened is I've kind of made a little crevice when I did the with my gel pen. And so what's happened is it just works out perfectly. The paint just seems to go right in there with no issues. And it's thickened it up just how I've liked it. I mean, I'd like, you know, a little bit more like the old style stuff, you know, lettering, where it's thicker on one side. Granted, I'm using the wrong nib, but I mean, I'm using this more just to color in, not necessarily to create the letters, the thin and thicken letters. So, and I'm okay with this, actually. There. Oh, that's much better. Okay, want to have that nice and golden in. There we go. clean off your nib very well, because if you don't, okay, it will plug up the actual, well, the flow as such, okay? So you don't want to do that. Okay. This lettering's quite simple. I mean, because it's just kind of writing, but I'm okay with that too. Okay. So there you go. There's my connection. That is my word for the year. So thank you for joining me. And I hope, you know, you do you in your visual. I just showed you mine just to maybe give you some extra hints on how to do things, you know, working with watercolors and that. But how you do yours is going to be perfect. It's your word. It's your way. Okay? So, and come back to this, okay? Look at it and remember what it means to you. And, you know, this will be the basis of how I make decisions, how I will use my time, and that type of thing. So, I hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful year. And with that, I'll see you next week.